Bam! What's up, guys? ONLYUSEmeBLADE, and this is XCOM on the screen. It's a new game. It's coming out on the 9th. It's on the PC, and it's pretty epic, actually. Like, I really enjoy it. Let me just kind of set the table so you can feast on what I'm talking about. I'm a boob guy. I'm a boob man. Okay, it's one of the, as far as like physical attraction. I see a woman with large chesticles, and I'm like, okay, bam, now I'm interested. Then I go from there. But now, the reason why I'm saying that is because I'm also a Call of Duty player. I'm a first-person shooter. So if it's not a first-person shooter or not a Call of Duty player, typically I would be like, not interested. Thank you. Move along. But I've been doing some growing. I think I've gone out of my Peter Pan syndrome. I've been doing some growing, and I've realized the beauty in the booty, in the legs, in the hips, heck, even the face. A girl could have a pretty face, and I'll be like, hey, that's nice. The reason why I'm saying that is because I think I'm progressing as a human being, because when I look at females now, I'm not just looking at their breasts. I'm looking at other parts. I'm finding value. I'm finding that it's not all about the boobs. So when I'm talking about Call of Duty, I'm talking about video games, it's not all about the Call of Duty. There's other games that you can find enjoyment out there. They don't have to be first-person shooter games. Now, this game is completely different than Call of Duty. I will give it that, okay? It's over-the-head, strategic, I don't even know what to call it. But, like, there's lots of strategy involved. And I really dig that, because it's not just, like, non-stop, fast-paced action. You actually have to be methodical about it. And it's pretty complex. So, like, as you have an overhead view of the screen or whatever, like, you can move around. Like, at the very beginning, all it has you do is just go from point to point as far as, like, pre-designated points. But later on in the game, like with this little scene that I used right here, it shows that you need to go to certain points, but you also need to get into lines of sight that you can choose. So you might go, hey, this guy, go over here. Or, hey, that guy, go over there. Once you go over there, you might be able to shoot or use rockets, use grenades. As you can build those guys up, then you can take out certain lines of sight. And it's kind of like chess. And you kind of have to think. I noticed that in the further levels, like as I was playing this, I noticed in the further levels, it wasn't just move this guy here and shoot this guy. It was like, okay, I know I'm going to want to trap them in a certain way, move this person here, move that person there, bam, and it's just, I don't know, it's fun. I like it. I enjoyed it. I found myself getting lost in the game, which is something that I try not to do. Like, it's not like a Skyrim game where you're going to be lost for hours on end, but like I found myself actually getting into it. At first, when I first started playing it, I was being the typical Call of Duty player. I was like, no, I don't like this. But then, like, as I played more of it, I started to relax and like, this actually is pretty fun. The game comes out on the 9th, and I don't know if it's coming out for the consoles or not. I will let you know. But, you know, I think this is good. I think this is like, not only is this a fun game, but also this is good for the progression of me, because normally I just play Call of Duty. That's how I look at it. And I think it's kind of funny how we, like a lot of Call of Duty players, look at people that play other games and be like, oh, dork, nerd. It's like, we're spending more time on this game and unlocking stuff on this game than they are in that game. But like, let's stop looking at it as games. Let's find the value, and let's be more open-minded to play games that aren't necessarily Call of Duty. Am I going to just start posting up videos of non-Call of Duty stuff? No. My bread and butter is still Call of Duty. Just like boobs, I hold in a very high regard. But the other things of a woman, the other games that are out there that video games have to offer, I'm starting to see the beauty and the fun in them. So, games XCOM, I really actually enjoy it. I enjoy the difference from Call of Duty to this. I enjoy the strategic aspect of it, and I'm finding myself that when I'm playing, I'm getting lost. It's on PC. Go check out Steam and download the demo. Just give it a try. It's free. ONLYUSEmeBLADE. Peace, and just peace. Only use me blade, but not this time. I'm Brian. I'm Brian Rizzo. Just a human being, just a dude on Call of Duty that just wants to play and shoot people in the face. I don't use like the overpowered weapons, and it's not because of, oh, I got a YouTube channel and you can't post them 16. It's not that. It's just like I find them too easy mode because I think I'm not like a magical, amazing professional player. I'm not. I'm a casual player, but I've been playing Call of Duty for years, and I think I'm pretty good. But there are certain things. Now, you guys like watching the knife thing because it's almost like saying, okay, I'm going to have to lower, I'm going to have to put myself at a disadvantage to see if I can still beat you, and that's what makes for entertainment. But I am going to tell you that there are some advantages that you don't get to see. A couple of them, try to have the best internet you possibly can for your area. I've learned to play on a gaming monitor, and by doing that, I don't need to move my eyes around too much, and there's less latency, and so everything's just instant. And I found that after playing on that and then trying to go back and play on like a big screen TV, it just doesn't work. It's just not happening. And then the main thing, which typically everyone has the same thing. Like, you play a game of Call of Duty. Some people may have headsets. Some people may have super internet. Some people have monitors. But typically everyone's using a standard controller. Okay? Now, when I talk about a non-standard controller... Oh, by the way, that little move back there where I look at the ground, everyone always asks me that, why do you look at the ground, Blade, when you run away? It's a little trick that guy who camps taught me. I guess they learned it in Halo. But basically, when you run like that, it's basically next to impossible for someone to get you a headshot. That's why I run around like that. So I use what's called the ScufGaming controller. I went down to E3, and Duncan, the CEO of Scuf over there, was just like, dude, I don't want you to sell the controllers. I'm proud of the controllers, and I think they pretty much sell themselves, but like, I would love for you to do a review on them. So here you go. So he gave me a controller, and immediately, like, the build quality, I could tell that it was an original Xbox controller, but there's some major differences. Like, the main one is there's like trigger stops, and what trigger stops are these little pins that go into the trigger, and so you don't have to press all the way down. So if you're doing like burst fire action, semi-automatic weapons, stuff like that, you don't have to. Oh, look at the drop shot! Obviously, we talk about advantages. We talk about picking better perks, having the sound, having all these things in your favor, right? And when all else fails, drop shot. I'm a rusher, and I play in default, and I don't change because I do knifing only. And if you do knifing only, you don't play in default. Why? You're just making it harder on yourself. So to me, the biggest thing about the ScufGaming controller are these paddles that are on the back. Where your ring and your middle finger and a ring finger, when those are resting on the back of the controller, on a normal controller, they're not in use. This, when you order your Scuf controller, you can actually assign what those buttons do, what these paddles do, what you want them to do, so that when you're playing, they're there. The trigger stops, one thing I do need to say, I'm a Call of Duty player only. But like, if you're a Call of Duty player or Gears of War player, definitely get them. If you're a Battlefield or Halo guy, maybe not get them, but you can get them, and you can remove them with a T8 special screwdriver. There you go. It's MLG approved. I prefer the wired one, and the reason why I prefer the wired one is just less latency. And the way it works is that you go over to the website, and you basically just you custom design your controller. You custom design if you want trigger stops, if you don't. If the thumbsticks, do you want them like the PS3 style, the Xbox style? There's no dead area. The material, I'm not even going to try to explain the material that they use because I'm not versed in that, but basically the material that they use on it is just a non-slip material, and I don't really like sell or promote a lot of things, but I think the controller's fucking awesome. So if you guys were interested in getting a controller, the link's in the description, and while you're there, just punch in coupon code BLADE. I think I get like maybe 13 cents or something. I mean, it's more so it actually saves you more money than I make from it. I make a couple bucks, but whatever. And I love them. So that's my review of the ScufGaming controller. definitely go to the website and go to their YouTube channel and show them some love. ONLYUSEmeBLADE. Peace and buckries. Hi there. What's up, guys? ONLYUSEmeBLADE, and I got a little package from Scuf. Before we get into that, this is a PS3 controller. This is a regular controller from Xbox, and this is a Scuf controller. It's a wired controller, so there's no latency. If you look on here, there are hairpins and trigger stops. And if you look on the regular Xbox controller, that happens. So when you're shooting, when I get on my shooting account and I shoot, I can go and murder people. That's the whole idea. On the back, one of the main things about the Scuf, I don't know if you can see that because it's black on black on black on black, but there are paddles. So as I'm playing, instead of moving my thumb off of here, I can hit the paddle. A lot of people, professional players, like to use this to drop shot because they don't need to take their thumb off the aim stick. I like it just because when I shoot, I drop shot like crazy. And also, in Black Ops 2, when you knife people and they drop shot, you have to crouch too. So every time I go to knife someone, I just kind of hit that back button and crouch. That is the Scuf Stealth, the new Scuf Hybrid. So the Scuf Hybrid comes with a little box that you're able to put your Xbox 360 controller in. Let's get into it. So it comes in this nice little box. Great packaging by the guys over at Scuf. It comes with a little instruction sheet on how to do things as far as like adjusting the hair triggers and stuff like that. And pretty simple stuff like how to plug your, controller in. You got stickers, so you can put that on your car so people know that you're elite. And now let's actually get into this. So this is the Scuf Hybrid. When I ordered my Hybrid, I actually asked for the sticks to be domed, kind of like the PS3 sticks. It's just a personal preference. But you can completely customize how you want it to look, the colors, whether you want these to be domed, concaved, whether you want to have trigger stops, whether you want to have wireless, whatever. But let's flip it over to the back, and you can see that there's actually 4 paddles. Now, instead of the standard 2 paddles, you can order it with 4, 3, or 2. Actually, if you have 4 and you're really super serious about it, the nice thing about that is that when you play, instead of moving your thumb to A, X, Y, or B, you can map all these buttons to do that. So as you're playing, you never have to move your right thumb over to any of these buttons. It's just a nice feature that the Hybrid offers. Now, whatever layout that you want to have, there is a button on here that allows you to map any one of these to any one of these buttons. So whatever your personal preference is, you hit that button, hit what you want it to map it to, and hit whatever button that you want to use. Now, I really like this controller. I think this is great. I still love this one. There's no reason. So I thought it'd be nice to give this away to my viewers. If you want a Scuf Hybrid, just leave a comment and your gamer tag, and let me know if you want me to sign the controller for you. If you're interested in Scuf, you could definitely order and customize it at the link below, and use the discount code BLADE, B-L-A-D-E, for a discount on your Scuf controller. Peace and buckries. Am I super excited? No. This is more of a realistic commentary. If I'm going to be negative because I think negatively of this map. Of all the things to think about, I'm thinking negatively about a Call of Duty DLC map. But that's what, we're Call of Duty players and we're like sitting around. We need it. We need a fix. We need an itch, and new DLC comes out, and Summit. Oh yeah, good old Summit. Yeah, and just look at this. I'm in theater mode. This is the only time when theater mode is appropriate. I'm in theater mode and I'm looking above, and this is what the spawns are. It's you spawn either on the far left or the far right, and you just meet in the middle. And that's pretty much, this is sped up. But you look, everyone always spawns in the exact same spots. So when you play this map, unless you're playing Search and Destroy, all Well, actually, the same thing for search and destroy. You, like, as soon as you start, you're going to start in the back of each spawn, and then you're going to run in the middle, and you're going to get killed, and then you're going to spawn again. And then if you are fortunate enough to get in their spawn, get the fuck out of there, because they're just going to spawn there, or the spawn's going to flip. And it's stupid. It's boring. I don't know why they decided to add rain to the game, but rain, it's there. And then I don't know why they decided to make it dark. It's there. And it's just not a very good map. Okay, so one thing that I've noticed when they make these maps is that they fail to take into consideration that mobility is different from game to game. I don't know why we can't have running forever. Now, obviously, I'm a little biased because I want to rush around, but what is the problem with a marathon lightweight setup? How is that a bad thing, getting your players to run around? That's what we want. We want a fast-paced shooter. Call of Duty is not a realistic shooter, okay? Everybody that says, well, you know, if you would have got hit with a 50 caliber bullet, you would have died. It's like, shut up. It's a fucking arcade shooter. This isn't some fucking war simulator. This is Call of Duty, you spastic. So, I don't know. I never saw an issue with infinite sprint, but because we don't have infinite sprint, it drastically changes how the game is played. And this is for me as a rusher type person. And I understand that there's different play styles, and that's all good and dandy, but it just doesn't work. This you know, I got over it real quickly. Basically, this map sucks. It just doesn't work. I skip it or don't play. And also, when you're playing, I don't play it. You know how many games of Aftermath I've played? I don't. You know what I mean? Because I just, like, why would you put yourself through that? Why do people think that we have to put ourselves through shitty maps? If you don't like it, back out. And 5 stars. And I know this is kind of a rant, but fuck this map. For real. But I love you. What's up, guys? ONLYUSEmeBLADE, and this is my official review of the Roxio Gang Cap Pro HD. So it's a little tiny capture card, very, very affordable. I wanted to have something out in the living room for when I'm, I had this idea. I wanted to capture girls playing like Wii or PlayStation Move or Connect, drunk, trying to do like Wii games and stuff like that. So, but I needed to get a capture card in the room, but I wanted to get a second one for out here. I'm going to kind of show you guys my opinions on it, how it works. It's actually really, really simple. And if you're a YouTuber and you want to start capturing gameplay and you're looking for an affordable, good capture card, I highly recommend it. So, if you kind of come down here, you can kind of see the size of it. I don't know, I want to kind of use something as a reference point. So here is a Blu-ray, and then completely covers it. So it's very small, very compact, and the way it works, it actually does HDMI and also does component. Now I need to kind of express a couple things about when you can use HDMI and when you can use component. There's nothing wrong with the card, but the Wii U and the PlayStation 3 have a copyright protection thing that doesn't allow you to record gameplay via HDMI. It's not anything wrong with the capture card. The Blackmagic does the same thing. It's just so that people can't just put in Blu-ray movies and copy them. So if you do use a PlayStation 3 or a Wii U, you're going to need to use component. So component in, component out, a USB cable that goes to your computer. Pretty simple setup. This is the software that comes along with the system. When you come up here, you just basically set it to whatever the input is. Very, very simple. And then whatever's on the screen, all you have to do is just hit start capture. I'm going to play a little bit just for a very, very short amount of time. This is actually Zombies Black Ops 2 on the Wii U. So I'm going to hit stop capture. And then when you do that, it's actually going to come down here. And then you can select it for playback. Do whatever you want. And then one cool thing about this is that this actually comes with editing software, which I haven't used yet, but you can just do edit, and then it comes up with the editing software, and you can import your files, cut them, pretty basic stuff. One really cool feature is any people that use Justin TV, Twitch TV to live stream, literally all you have to do is you hit a live stream button, you enter in your information, and you log in, and then you're live streaming. That's it. It makes live streaming on Justin TV super easy, simple. If you're looking for an affordable, first time, easy to use capture card that does HDMI and components, and with easy one-click editing and easy instant live streaming, I recommend the Roxio Game Cap Pro HD. I'm ONLYUSEmeBLADE, peace, and buckeries. What's up, guys? Duke Nukem Forever multiplayer review. Let's roll the dice on this one. 3D Realms, know them. Trusted. Have no idea who the hell that is. Piranha Games sounds disturbing. Gearbox, heard of them. 2K Games, you make basketball games. Who the hell's making this game? Oh, I didn't know you left, Duke. You always had a place in my heart. Multiplayer review of the Duke Nukem. It is horrible. I'm just putting that out there right now. Don't want to sell you any kind of dreams. It is absolutely horrible. Gonna kind of show you a couple things, and basically it's shit. I don't want to talk bad about it, but it's fucking bad. It is bad. I think this is funny. So I wanted to make sure I got my controls right, and I'm gonna be honest. When I get to first-person game, I want to have the controls similar to Call of Duty. Most games don't want to admit that Call of Duty's out there, but Duke Nukem says no. He says duty calls. And literally the controls are the same as Call of Duty. I don't know, tongue-in-cheek kind of stuff, that's just the attitude that Duke Nukem has, and I like it. This is not about single player. Like, I hate when we watch like the Call of Duty like single player stuff. This is my first kill ever in Duke Nukem's Kung Fu. Guys, so basically the question is, should you buy Duke Nukem? This is the only reason why you should buy Duke Nukem. You have $60 you do not care about, and you play the original Duke Nukem 3D on DOS. If you don't fall into any of those categories, don't buy it. There you go. Don't even rent it. If you are an old school Duke Nukem 3D fan like me, and look at the failage, just because this game's weird. Ooh, I got him. Ooh, sit down. And then come here, sir. Basically what I'm saying is that as far as the multiplayer goes, it was like an afterthought. It reminds me a lot of playing like Quake, especially like it reminds me a lot of like PC multiplayer from like '97, you know. And there is some fun value, but that fun quickly gets old. So if you're a multiplayer kind of person, and when you buy a game, you buy it mostly for the multiplayer, Duke Nukem 3D is not it. And it's kind of sad, man, because Duke Nukem 3D was my first multiplayer game ever. So, and honestly, the Duke Nukem 3D on DOS had better multiplayer than this. So, here's a little trick. You go in, and it's not a trick. You create your own lobby. You can create your own lobby in this game, and then people will slowly join your game. And so I'm going to kind of show you a little bit of Host Pro Super Fast Mode THX. See, I'm basically been running around for like 5 minutes, and now some poor soul entered into a lobby where ONLYUSEmeBLADE is Duke Nukem hostable. And let's kind of see what Super Fast Mode take some steroids. Steroids are good for you. Doesn't make your penis small at all, no. Oh, shotgunner? And you can see that he should have killed me, but I've host. So, just like any other first-person shooter game, this especially, host is prevalent. Stealth Cal, I do not want to chat with you, sir. I do not know who you are. But this is another extreme example about how laggy the connection is. This is like the day of the release, so there's tons of people playing. And take a seat. As far as the single player goes, like I said before, if you are oh, look at me get frozen. No, I'm classy. And then this is kind of near the end where I put this in right here because this reminds me of the Afghan cliff in Modern Warfare 2, where you fall a long distance, but a mat saves you. People are assholes with rockets and jetpacks. Jetpack and rocket whoring, bad connection. The multiplayer in Duke Nukem is probably the worst I've ever played. And I don't know, but there's some kind of funny things. And I had high hopes for Duke Nukem. Single player is really cool if you're a fan of the original one. If you're not a fan of the original one, then the single player isn't going to do it for you. But the game feels rushed. The game feels like an essay, and not like Mexican, but like an actual written out essay that... Oh, and this is also annoying. Trip mines. Bam. That's annoying in multiplayer. Trip mines and rockets and jetpack whoring. That's the annoying things in multiplayer. It's not like they're gonna fix it because they had 15 years to make a decent game and they made shit. So single player is really fun for people that used to play Duke Nukem. But besides that, Duke Nukem 3D probably biggest video game, or Duke Nukem Forever is gonna be forever known as the biggest video game fail. The last Duke Nukem video you'll ever see from me, ONLYUSEmeBLADE, but I decided to kind of like let you guys know what's going on and believe the hype. It's crap. Alright guys, peace! What's up guys? PX5 is the brand new Stiliot wireless, completely awesome, super try-hard headset. So I'm going to kind of show you what you kind of get in the box, and then I'm going to install it and show you how to use it on the Xbox 360 or the PS3, and kind of do a complete, utter, super try-hard review of this. So when you open the box, you have this unit right here, which is the headset and the transmitter. The PX5 is wireless, and then it comes with a little pamphlet and a booklet that shows you exactly how to do everything in here. But you don't need that because you're going to have me. So I'm going to kind of show you the 4 different cables it comes with and kind of show you what they do. This is your optical cable. This sends a digital audio sound from your PX5 transmitter to your Xbox 360 or your PS3. Just basically the best way to send your audio. You're going to notice with this, come out your sleeve. This right here, everyone's kind of seen this is a USB cord and then a little mini USB on the end. This little mini USB on the end connects to your PX5 to be able to update the sound fields. So we're going to get to that in a little bit later, but basically what this cable does is it allows you to get customizable presets, i.e. for different games or different kind of sound fields that you want to make in order to completely customize how you hear games and sounds, i.e. certain things louder, footsteps louder, stuff like that. Updated ones or new cool ones that you get off the Turtle Beach website, you can update it via USB with this cable here. The next one is your power cable. Now, the way it works is it actually powers via USB. So one end is going to be this, and this plugs into your transmitter, and then the other end is just basic USB. For your consoles, for your Xbox 360 and your PS3, typically you would just plug these in. This doesn't do chat function. This merely, what this does is this does the power function. So in a system set up like this, so I don't have to change cords, I'm actually just going to use the power off of my computer. So I'm going to, if you kind of look right there, I'm going to plug this into this guy, into there, for my power. For you Xbox 360 users, you guys have all seen the mic cables, but basically on Xbox 360 you need to make a connection between the between your headset and your between the headset and your 360 controller. That's what that is. And then a pair of batteries for this, because it is a wireless headset. Now, for anybody that has a wireless headset, and you guys should already know this, but basically, if you are going to be using a wireless headset, it's probably your best idea to get something that rechargeable batteries. Guys, I'm going to go set it up on my system, and hold on. So one of the best features about the headset is that when you can actually pair it up with your iPhone or any other phone that has Bluetooth on it. The way that it works is you basically pair it. You pair your headset to your phone, and so there's buttons on the right hand cup of the headset that allow you to, whenever something happens on your phone, you can adjust the volume on the headset itself. You can take phone calls while you're playing. It's actually pretty awesome. So on the Turtle Beach website, you can download a program that allows you to update your headset with customizable presets. When I saw Footstep Mastery, I was like, "Say that thing, let's do this." Fired up my Xbox, and Black Ops was down, so I decided that I was gonna have to play some Call of Duty 4. Um, so the Footstep Mastery, the way that works is that actually this is a really really good example coming up right at the very 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 start of the match. You'll notice that when I start out, I kind of moving around, don't know what really is going on, and then right about here, see how like whoop, twitch right there. That is because I heard that dude all the way over there with the headset. Now, typically, what headsets do is that they like to reproduce all the sounds, right? Well, what the difference with the Turtle Beaches is that they do reproduce all the sounds, but you can make it with this custom sound fields to kind of turn down every other sound and then turn the footsteps like overemphasize it. You know what I mean? And so I've noticed that footsteps and reloads when I do the footstep mastery preset is it's like sound whoring elephants. It's like it's unfair if you ask me. I'm sorry, it's unfair. But Call of Duty's not fair and life's not fair. So get over it. No, but for real though, like the PX5s with the custom sound fields, it makes it look like you have a real unfair advantage. Um, I have played Black Ops with it, and I do notice that you can sound whore with it, which is amazing because I had the Tritons before, and you can't really sound whore in Black Ops. I don't know, like unless it's on certain maps where there's not a lot of stuff going on and the person isn't using Ninja. I've used it on there, and it's noticeable that it's almost creepy. Super fast, it's almost creepy how loud the footsteps are because they just overemphasize it. They take the sound that is footsteps. Watch me chase after this dude. You are stupid. um, but pretty much like all the things that they like. A lot of times they come at you, and there are lots of gimmicks, right? Like, oh, heard that dude? Come here. But all the things that they put in this headset, I actually like use. It's pretty cool. Like, first off, anybody that is a headset user, you know it's really annoying when people call you and disrupt your gaming, right? It sounds like such a dork. But the ability to pair the headset with your phone, with a Bluetooth phone, is pretty awesome, and it's actually something I'm using a lot. Also, I think it's kind of cool that I can stream any audio from my iPhone to that. So I was actually able to play YouTube videos while I was watching stuff. Because what happened is I was in a lobby with that guy who camps, and he was like, "Hey, you should check out this video." And I just looked up on my iPhone, and I was able to play it on my headset while I was playing in the game with him. I thought that was pretty cool. Um, the I always thought I was weary of Superfast Moda. I was always weary about it being wireless, but it's pretty cool. I'm actually going to the store after this to go buy some rechargeable batteries. I think that's a must. That adds about $20 onto the final price tag. Um, the ability to work with both Xbox and 360, because if you tap it once, it'll be like Xbox mode, and you tap it again, it'll be like PS3 mode, and everything in the headset is like voice prompts. It's pretty cool. Um, so, whoa, that was super fast mode. Um, so the wireless, the two Bluetooth connectors, the ability to have the custom presets is the selling point to me. As far as a gamer goes, as the headset becomes more and more popular, and as more and more people use it, they actually on the Turtle Beach website they actually have a way that you can upload your own presets. So like let's say you sit there at the EQ and you design an amazing Halo Reach preset. You can upload that and other people can download it. and there's 10 different presets. So like while you're playing, you could switch between, you know, the Call of Duty preset footstep mastery to just regular gaming to main to whatever, and you can just cycle through it with buttons on the headset itself. The As far as the headsets in its price range, you got the Trident AX Pros, ones that I currently own. You got the Astro A40s, which I have no actual use of, but everyone that uses them says they love them. And now you got the Turtle Beach PX5s. The PX5s is like a Cadillac that has every option on it, and I love it. Like honestly, I really do enjoy this headset. Turtle Beach doesn't pay me to say that. I actually really do love the headset. I actually have to pay for the headset that Turtle Beach gave me. And I just wanted to kind of share it with you guys. Now, also, what's kind of going on with this is that when us commentators or you watch these YouTube videos, we always say, hey, you know, to be a better player, you should, you know, be more about objective and about winning. And I completely agree with that. But what the issue is that we see people that will go around and do nothing but play the objective or whatever. Or, you know, in this case, right now, for this gameplay, I was really, really trying to utilize the headset. My only problem was that I was kind of playing like a bitch. when you use your headset and you have it cranked up and you really, really are in tune with it, it's pretty intense. And also at the same time is because headset is more of a defensive tool. Everything about this game was defensive. I had Bomb Squad to defend me against bombs. I had UAV Jammer to defend against me against the UAV. Dead Sounds to defend against other people. And the headset so I could hear other people. So everything about this was super duper defensive. And even though I had an amazing kill to death ratio, it still would have been better. I would have preferred to actually die a couple more times and get a couple more kills in order to get the W. So you also have to remember that when you're using things like a headset or certain perks, that you still need to actually go out and play. Don't let the game play you. So it's kind of a cool little morale tale. What do you think? I'm ONLYUSEmeBLADE. I'm going to leave a link to the Turtle Beach website with information on the PX5s. If you ask me, if you have I think it's $250 to spend, and you really want a good quality headset, that's the one. I'm loving it. It's basically cheating. All right, guys. Peace. 22-2. Should I just win that? I don't know. That's what I get for playing like an ass. Love you guys. I'm out. What's up, guys? This phone right here is the phone that I'm currently using, and so I can be able to take calls. I can't even check Twitter or anything on that. That's not what this is about. The reason why I have this phone is because this happened. See that? Cracked screen. I'm able to use Surrey on the phone or whatever. But this is what's called the LifeProof case. And the LifeProof case was pretty cool. I thought it was a pretty cool little option. But I literally tripped and fell this weekend, and it shattered the screen. So the whole reason for me having this really, really fancy case is so it's like, you know, it's supposed to be LifeProof, right? But it's not. So I called up LifeProof, their customer service, and their explanation was that think of LifeProof as a helmet. It doesn't protect you. Well, what's the purpose? What is the purpose of having this case if it doesn't protect you? So I'm not doing this to bash them. I'm literally doing this to let you know that the product is crap. And so if you are in the market to get a case for your phone, don't buy a LifeProof case. They're trash, and their customer service is horrible. I was very, very calm and kind and collective when I talked to them, and they pretty much told me to go F myself. So this isn't slanderous. This is literally what happened. I broke the phone through the case, and they told me nothing. They said that they would be willing to replace the case, but they don't replace what's inside. So it's like having a warranty on a condom, but if you get an STD, we'll give you a free condom. So don't buy LifeProof based on my personal experiences with them and their company. Peace. Only use me blade, but I'm not only use me blade. I am playing some Uncharted 4-ness, and these are just some clips from Uncharted 4. Uncharted 4 is amazeballs. Before I get into this, Asus and ROG Arena, they have launched a site. I'm on it. There's literally exclusive content from me. Articles, video tutorials, all kinds of cool stuff over there. So click the link in the description, go over there. There's actually videos over there that are not going to be seen on YouTube. So if you need every single version of Blade hype in your life, definitely go over there. There's some other YouTubers that are doing some other stuff. Really cool. I use the Asus monitor, so I have no problem working with this company. The 1 millisecond response time monitor that I use heightens my level of gaming activity. So click the link in the description. Uncharted 4. I haven't played the other Uncharteds. I know, sue me, guys. And we've had this argument before, and you guys can yell at me saying I'm not really a gamer. I guess I'm a gamer. I don't know. Usually I play the Call of Duties, multiplayer, knife only, and I also play a little bit of Grand Theft Auto, and I don't really get into other games. But on my stream, a viewer of mine, shout out to Sickness, he was like, no, dude, you have to play Uncharted 4. It's amazeballs. And I was a little hesitant, and I started playing it, and I actually streamed for like 12 hours, and I played it, and I loved it, and I'm actually on my second playthrough of it. And Uncharted 4 is dope. Now, first off, you don't have to play the other Uncharteds to enjoy this game. You really, really don't. I thoroughly enjoy this game, and I haven't played Uncharted 1, 2, or 3. Maybe I should go back. Let me know, do you guys think I should play the other Uncharteds? And there's this really weird argument that someone once said to me. They're like, this can't be game of the year. And I was like, I haven't played all the games. It's kind of like saying, can this movie be the winner of best movie at the Oscars when you haven't seen the other movies? I haven't played every single game that's come out this year, but I don't really foresee any other game being better than this, because this game is pretty epic. And that's why I kind of took a lot of clips from this to kind of show you. I think it can be. And also, one of the arguments that they said is that they're like, well, it's not on Xbox. It's a PlayStation 4 exclusive, so it can't be Game of the Year because other people can't play it. And I'm like, you know what? I think that if you're a console gamer in this day and age, maybe I'm crazy, but I think if you're like a hardcore gamer or whatever, I think you play both consoles. I think you play both consoles because both consoles have certain games that are only available for the respective console. I don't know. I just wanted to show you guys some really, really cool little clips. This isn't cutscenes. This is literally in-game footage of the game. I played it. You're probably going to get about 20 hours out of the single player, but you can replay it. And it's pretty sick, dude. Like, it's a pretty sick game. There's a lot of times when my butthole just clenched up. I was like, oh my god, this is crazy. But you don't need to play the other Uncharteds in order for yourself to enjoy this. I was going to talk about how amazing the graphics are, but obviously there's going to be some PC elitists that are like, well, no, we get better graphics since 95. And it's like, okay, dude, calm down. All I know is this. From a guy that primarily plays Call of Duty and Grand Theft Auto, and I've been playing video games for a lot of years, it's going to take a lot for me to be like, oh my god, this is amazing, you know? And that's the feeling that I got from playing Uncharted 4. Uncharted 4 is amazeballs. So if you do happen to have a PS4, I highly recommend that you grab this game and just get lost in it, man. And, gaming doesn't have to be just playing, a sports game or playing Call of Duty or Grand Theft Auto. There's other games, and I'm opening myself up to check out those other games. So my honest opinion on Uncharted 4 is it's game of the year, and that's coming from someone that doesn't play a lot of games. So, ONLYUSEmeBLADE, peace and butt grease. Come on, Nathan. Survive! Survive hype. Mouse click.